Hi, Aishlin.
We're recording, you guys. It is Wednesday, May 23rd. Holy cow. How are you guys? Hey, real quick, this will be fun. Let's go around and say what we're grateful for. Okay? Rach, you get to start.
I was going to start anyways. I was going to start talking so much. I'm grateful for, sunshine today was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. And just like people's generosity, because like my bridal shower was last weekend, so just overwhelmed with love. And then I'm still getting like stuff in the mail. And one of my friends is actually in the Peace Corps, and she's in Africa, and she sent something to my house.
Oh.
Like for me. And I was like, so just overwhelmed with generosity and love. So that's what I'm grateful for.
That's awesome. I love it. Sharon, what are you grateful for?
I think I'll mirror Rachel's comment today. Was just absolutely beautiful, and to be able to get out at noontime and walk and just let the stress go. And yeah, and my folks, as you all know, I live here with my folks, so it was just nice to spend time with them. And what's getting tough as they get older, I'm finding it a little bit harder to rip myself away to do the things in the evening that I'd like. But they went to bed early, so I got to join the group again. So that's nice. So I'm grateful for all of you too. So
I'm grateful for you too. Yeah. Thank you. Shannon, what are you grateful for?
Well, I have to agree with everyone on the sun today. That was amazing. Yeah. And my husband. Yeah. He works so hard and comes home and works so hard at home, which is awesome. Comes home totally drained from work and still just picks up with the kids and has a ball. So definitely grateful for him.
So I mirror that too. Yeah. I share that gratitude with you. Mm-hmm. Aishlin?
Okay, I'm grateful to be able to be with my kids during the day, even when they drive me crazy. Mm-hmm. Like my son has a field trip on Friday, and the fact that Ellery and I can go with him as a chaperone and like just be with him is so awesome. So awesome.
I love it. I love it.
And then you'll be singing in the evening after the field trip?
Oh, yeah. Tell us about that.
So it's Keen Idol is the name of it, but it's like a New England singing competition, like a mini American Idol. And there's 5 weeks. And so I made it to week 4. So
because you have the best freaking voice ever.
The people are really, really good at it. There's like a 14-year-old boy that's smoking everywhere.
Oh my God. Beautiful. He's so adorable.
I know. He's a mini Justin Timberlake.
Oh. So awesome.
And it's in an old church. What's nice is this is an old church. So where they get to stand is just this gorgeous, I don't know, stained glass pulpit that just goes, it looks like it's 12 feet high. I don't know. So it's just fun to watch anyway.
Oh, I love it. So cool. You guys, I am grateful for learning. And I want to talk a little bit tonight about tribe and what it means to be part of a tribe and what it means to be the leader of a tribe and what it means to leave the tribe and return to the tribe and all of that, because this has been coming through like hot for me today, especially, but the past couple days. And I just want it to be a real conversation of empowerment for you, no matter where you are in your business and in your life and in your relationships and all the things. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a story and just to kind of frame it for you and just, insert yourself into my story with whatever feels right for you. But this time last year, I was in the Shift Shop test group, like with Beachbody Corporate, having a blast. It was a great time. I mean, obviously the Shift Shop is a freaking incredible program. And I had the rest of my baby weight to lose and I had some major goals and it was incredible. And I got crazy awesome results. Like it was just such a good experience that I'm so grateful for. Behind the scenes though, of that experience, I was going through my own personal what am I meant to do in the world? Like and I've shared with you guys, like you've seen me, you've witnessed me also launch a life and business coaching business on the side of Beachbody. And you've witnessed me through different iterations of experiencing that. And you witnessed me coming into the team page and being like, okay, so this is what I'm doing, fearful, guilt-ridden that I was going to be letting people down. And I mean, I was overwhelmed with gratitude for the response that I got of like, oh my gosh, you go girl. And like, heck yes, thank you for leading the way. And thank you for being the one to show us that you can do whatever it is and you can listen to your soul. And if you want to build the $1 billion Beachbody business, freaking go for it. If you want to build it as a part-time job on the side of your day job, or if you want to create another online business, like the sky's the limit, you guys. And I feel like the growth and the understanding that I have about that is I'm just so grateful, because I was in such a lack mentality. I was in such a almost victim mentality of like worried about what people were going to think. And like, and I quite honestly, I did get some comments like, well, why would you ever do anything besides this? Not from our team, to be perfectly honest. Why would you do anything besides this? And like, why aren't you feeling fulfilled in just this? And it's like, you know, now I look back at it as like those comments came from a place of lack with those people. And they came from a place of insecurity for them. And the fact is, nobody can dictate for us what it is we're meant to do, what it is our soul calls us to do. So the first thing I actually want to sneak in here, and Aislinn, like this is going to go kind of to like what you and I have been like kind of going back and forth about. And I love that Keen Idol was brought up. Like, you guys, sometimes in seasons of our life, we are freaking literally called. Like, you've all felt that stirring within you where you are being called to do something because it's fun, because it's different, because it's like allowing for you to tap into a part of yourself that maybe if you shoulded yourself to death, you wouldn't let yourself go to, but it just feels good. So the fact that Aislinn is allowing herself to be uplifted, be a part of something that is not related to Beachbody, not related to her kids, not related to like anything that like her typical life is structured around, is amazing, because what she's actually doing in that is allowing for her energy to be uplifted by fun and joy. It is so important for us to also do the things that like really just allow for us to be silly or to be creative in other ways. And I remember at the beginning of building my Beachbody business specifically, I was in this mindset of like, I can't have a hobby. I either have to be a mom or I have to be working this business. That's it. Right? Like my poor husband, he's like, can we freaking like go on a date? You know, like, because it was literally like that for so long. And because I wasn't allowing for myself to be creative, you guys, I wasn't allowing for myself to just get curious about anything else that was lighting my fire. If I felt like something else was going to light my fire, I would dull it, because that wasn't going to impact my bottom line. Right? That wasn't going to impact my rank advancement. Here it is, friends. Newsflash. Yes, it is. Yes, it does. Because when you allow yourself to be creative in one area, your whole energy uplifts, which means you show up in an uplifted state to the other areas of your life. So if you're feeling called to get on a stage and sing, go do it. If you're feeling called to volunteer over here, go do it. Don't force yourself to do something that because you're like, oh, I should get creative now and I should go like join all these things. Don't force. But if something feels good, if one night you're like, you know what? I don't want to get on my computer. I want to sit and grab my journal and write. Do that. Right? If one day you're like, seriously, I know I'm supposed to do this workout, but like I really just need some PiYo in my life. Like I cannot do another T25. Like do PiYo. Like follow those creative nudges, no matter what it is, because something good will always come of it. So that's a little sidebar, but I'm going to help it segue back into this main conversation. So as I last year was feeling these creative stirrings within me and these questions of like, I'm just feeling called to help people in a different platform. Yes, continuing to work with like through Beachbody, but also like I've got skills and I've got strengths in other areas that I feel like I can really make a freaking big impact on people with. And in doing so, will be fulfilling something of my soul. And so all of this was happening behind the scenes of the shift shop going on and everything like that. And so I was riding the momentum of everything that I was experiencing in the Beachbody world, but I was also doing a lot of self-discovery and personal development for myself in like what my soul was calling me to do. And I knew that it was something in tandem with Beachbody, but I didn't know quite what it was. So I launched, I had an epic challenge group after so Shift Shop was the summit, like it came out at Summit. It was the Summit program. And after that, it was actually like the day of Summit, it was launched. So I had a pre-Shift Shop group all set up for like a month. I had like, 30 or 40 something Success Club points from that as soon as it was launched. Like it was amazing. And I had a group that was just incredible. It was filled with amazing women who I was already starting to freaking go there with the way I was coaching, the way I was showing up. It was deeper than, did you do your workout today? Did you drink your shake? And I feel like I've always been like that, but this was just on a new level because I was starting to tap into new creative callings and stirrings that I had within me. So ran this epic test group. It was awesome. Had a great time. And at the time I was running challenge groups that were 30 days a piece. Mostly. I extended this challenge group and it was great. And I felt really, really, really connected to the challenge group, right? So after it was done, as happens when you run those groups that are only chunks of time, lost touch with a lot of the people. Some joined like challenge groups that would come in the future, but I always kept thinking back to like, this was just a really fun, really special group. And then I really started to dive into a lot of what was going on with me in terms of self-discovery. I launched my new business. I started really gaining traction over there and super grateful for that, right? But over the past couple days this year, so fast forward to present time, I have been feeling like, so there's a Chalene Johnson quote that I heard on some podcast, or maybe it was in her Marketing Impact Academy. And she said, people ask me all the time what I'm going to do next. And I always say, I have no idea, but I know one thing, I'll be serving my tribe. Right? So how cool is that? How powerful is that? And what I want to reflect back to you guys right now is you are all growing tribes. You may not recognize it, but your challenge groups, the people that trust you, the people that follow you, the people that send you messages and say, oh my gosh, you're so inspiring. I don't want to buy anything from you yet, but I wake up and I look forward to your posts all the time. Those people, they're part of your tribe. No, you're not getting any Success Club points for them. No, you may not be getting commission for them, but you are growing your tribe just by authentically showing up as you. So over the course of this past year, with my new business growth, my new business model, the way that I'm functioning in all of my businesses, and oh, by the way, I have 2 babies. I have a husband. I've got a house. Like one of my babies, my baby is now 2, and he jumped out of his crib and is in a toddler bed, which for those of you with kids, that just brings the sleep department to a whole different level, right? Like not as countable and all this stuff. So that's all going on. And the past couple of days, I've had that Chalene Johnson quote in my mind because I think that I don't know if you guys are hearing a lot of the word tribe in your social media and the books that you're reading, the audios that you're listening to, but that word keeps coming up a lot for me. And it's a powerful one. And it's one that almost makes you feel like once you have it, if you ever leave it, then you're bad. You're wrong. You've abandoned them. Right? And this goes back to my original fear of like, I don't want my team to feel like I'm abandoning them. I'm just following the stirrings of my soul, right? So it's all this guilt, all this lack for no freaking reason, because you know what? We are all here on a mission. And this business, this company, our tribe within our team can only help uplift that. I am a firm believer in that, can only help support that and bring it forward. So I had the realization today of, you know what? I have grown a tribe, but I've grown a number of different tribes. And where I currently am now, I feel like I am like the leader of the tribe that like when she came of age, she had to like go out into the woods and have like the spiritual downloads and have that alone time and have that like that new self-discovery on a different playing field so that she could return stronger. I was so good, you guys, and maybe some of you can relate to this. I was so good at being the leader in the center of the ring, helping to guide people to where they wanted to be, being like the big sister, being the one to like tell people what to do and don't worry. Like I felt like I was the person that like over here I could put the Band-Aid on the skinned knee. Over here I could like hug you and let you cry on my shoulder because you were sad about something. Over here I could like say drop and give me 20 and like you would do like, right? Like it's kind of like you're the ringleader. But I am starting to feel that in order to up-level as a leader, in order to up-level as an influencer, in order to up-level and bring in more of the tribe that is going to stick with you over the course of time, it's really important to have that time where you are going out, you're foraging, you're trying to like dig in deeper to yourself. You're also meeting new people from other tribes that when you're ready, you can go back and say, okay, I'm back. And I'm sorry it felt like I left you. I'm sorry if you felt alone and you were like, where's the ringleader? But I trusted you enough that you would be okay while I went out and did my thing. And I also trusted you enough that you would grow. You would give yourself time to grow while I was giving myself time to grow. But now, because I had no idea what the next thing was for me then, and I know now, I get to come back and teach you again. And oh, by the way, this time I'm bringing with me a whole bunch of other people that can also help you and can also lead you to where you want to be. So I guess the moral of the story, and hopefully the story is actually a helpful one to help you like kind of figure out like your feelings and help you navigate. Where are you right now? Where are you with your tribe? Are you in the middle, being the ringleader? Are you on the outskirts, letting somebody else lead the way? Are you in the forest, like sitting there in a meditative state saying like, please, Lord, give me some freaking download because like I'm ready for it? Or like, I don't know if I'm ready for it, but I know something's got to come. Like, where are you with your tribe? When is the last time you engaged with them? When is the last time you allowed for yourself to feel okay with where you are on your journey? And then when is the last time you've looked at them and said, okay, here's what I can teach you now. And are you ready to go with me? Because we're going to the next stop on the journey. So, moral of the story. You get to be creative. You get to answer the calling of your soul. You get to be a part of huge movements. You will have people that will fall off from your tribe, and that's okay. Because they will find other tribes. You will have those people that no matter what, they are with you until the end. And they need for you to go out and learn and come back and serve. And then you're going to have those people that are going to hop on the tribe bus when you're in their area. And then when you're moving on, they're just not ready to go with you. And that's okay. So it's all life. It's all journey. It's all beauty. As long as you're being true to who you are and you're allowing for yourself to have fun along the way, that's what matters. Look at your thoughts. Look at the stories that you're telling yourself. Look at your fears. Are they the same thoughts, stories, and fears that you had 3 years ago? Yesterday? 10 years ago? Because if so, then I want you to recognize like, oh, okay, am I where I was 3 years ago, yesterday, 10 years ago, whatever it is? The answer is probably not. So when is it going to be time for you to up-level your thinking, to allow for yourself to know that you don't have to carry with you the same stuff that you always had, and that your tribe is there waiting for you to have those self-discovery moments, because when you have them, you get to be the leader with it. I know so much just came out of my mouth. And hopefully it was helpful, but that was like coming through like a freaking freight train today. And I'll share with you guys, I went to that shift shop group. I went live in that group. I still have it. There are 75 people in there. I went live in that group and I said, hi, how are you guys? As many of you have seen, I've added different things onto my life trajectory. And I did. I went out foraging in the woods, and I went out and tried to let spirit in and learn who I was better. And now I'm back. And yes, I can help you with Beachbody. And I said, right now I'm doing 21 Day Fix Extreme and I'm learning about 2B mindset. I'm still doing it, you guys, but I also can help. I'm also a life coach. I'm also a business coach. I also have 2 children that are now in the toddler and little boy categories now. Last year, they were in baby and toddler categories. Like, life changes, life ebbs, life flows. And I said to them, I said, if I can serve you right now, what does your soul need right now? My soul needed this. What does your soul need right now? And how can I help you with that now? Maybe somebody just needs a hug, right? A virtual hug. Maybe somebody needs for me to be their life coach. Maybe somebody needs for me to tell them about 2B mindset, but I don't know if I don't ask. And I didn't feel like it was right for me to ask without sharing a story with them of like, you guys, this is deeper than just like, hey, I stopped interacting with this challenge group. Like, I loved them. I loved what I was doing then. I love what I'm doing now. And I can continue to serve the people there. And quite honestly, I'm going to send an email to my entire Beachbody list and invite them to share with me what their soul needs now, right now on their journey. Not what it needed last year, not what it needs next year, what it needs right now. We've got an incredible platform here, you guys, and we've got an incredible support system, and we are the most knowledgeable people, the most knowledgeable beings, the most knowledgeable entity about what we need, you guys. We often try to find the answers in another person, in a coach, in an upline, in a workout video, in a podcast. We try to find the answers in so many other places. You guys, sometimes we just need to go out into the forest and get quiet with ourselves, have fun, do different things, and then come back and serve in a refreshed, rejuvenated way. Deep breath. Thoughts, questions, comments? Does anyone have anything coming through that you're like, oh my gosh, I just have to share this for breakthrough or accountability or whatever?
Well, I feel like where you were a year ago is similar to what I'm feeling right now. Like, I just feel like I'm at this point where, like, what the heck am I supposed to be doing? You know? And I don't know. I'm kind of trying to discover that, I suppose. And like with singing, I just feel like I have all these things like all over that I'm wanting in my life, and I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate them and how to move forward with them. So it's helpful to think back to where you were a year ago. It's like, okay, maybe I will get some clarity on this.
Yeah. And that's exactly it. You will. And like, right, that's why we share with our tribe. That's why we go back and we teach our tribe, because it's a reminder that, I mean, we're all previous versions of each other at some way, shape, or form, right? And so like, it's a reminder to you of like, oh yeah, like she did this, I can do that too. So here's what I did. Quite honestly, you guys, like, I spent a lot of time, and yes, I was getting work done. Yes, I was with my family. Yes, I was doing all those things, but like, I was really spending a lot more time in quiet And I was journaling a lot more, and I was literally sitting in the corner of my office with music on. You guys, do you guys have Spotify? So you should look up, or I mean, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube or Pandora, but Paul Cardall, Cardall. His music is incredible, and I have used it at my my mastermind retreats, and I have experienced it for myself. Like, I don't know what it is, but it freaking helps me tap right into like me and universe. Like, we're like right here when I listen to that music. It's great music to sit and write to. It's great music to meditate to. It's great music to simply be with. It's great music to walk with. Right. I know that we try to fill up so much of our islands. I know we try to fill up so much of our time with personal development and stuff that we can learn. But you guys, that, yes, it's super important. But you know what it also does? It drowns out our own voice, our own inner voice. Sometimes we just need that. And I know the feeling of like, but I don't have time to do that. Listen, you don't have time to do anything else besides that if you don't know what you're supposed to do next. Because you're just going to fill your time with busy stuff. And Aislinn, you and I both know that that's the easy card that we play. We're really freaking good at being busy. Sometimes it drives us crazy, but we're good at it. But when we get busy, it's because when we get busy, we don't have to listen to what's going on in here. Because sometimes it presents painful stuff or stuff that we just don't want to look at or deal with. But here's the truth to you guys. Sometimes it presents stuff that we fear will be painful, but it won't. It's just a matter of looking at it and releasing it. Where did your head go?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw the thought. I saw you like even see the thought coming from over there. You're like, oh, there it is.
Oh my God. It's like, so singing and performing has always been like just part of me. And once I decided to be done with cruise ships and have a normal life, it was like I stopped going to see shows. I stopped watching musicals on TV. I stopped listening to like any of that music because it was too painful for me. And it was like too much of a reminder. And the past few weeks it's come back, and I feel like it's kind of scary and almost healing at the same time. Like, okay, like it's safe for me to welcome this back in my life.
I totally get it. Actually, music was like that for me, and I share the specific example of filling up our time with personal development. Like, I'm not kidding you guys. When I first started this business, and I share this with you because hopefully you don't do this, like flat out. When I started this business, I was either working or like with my family. That's it. And like I cut music out. I stopped listening to music. I love music, you guys. I love it. It lights something in me, but I stopped because that was time that I could be doing personal development. I could be doing all this stuff. And so then I went through the whole like, oh, I really want to listen to music right now, but I should be listening to personal development, right? So like literally shitting myself to death. And so I get it when you're saying like, oh, I actually really like this. And it's okay that I like this. You guys, we like what we like because it makes us feel good. And spoiler alert, that's the most important thing in life, is feeling good. That's it. We want what we want because it makes us feel good. When did feeling good become so unattainable for us? When did feeling good become something that we felt like we had to earn? You guys, we are alive. We don't have to earn the right to feel good. We innately have that within us. It's okay if you don't know what you're meant to do. None of us do. But if you keep following those small intuitive like pings, that is going to get you closer and closer to feeling good, feeling more in alignment. When you feel good, you guys, it's literally you aligning with your heart and with your soul. When you don't feel good, you're not in alignment. And my God, I hope that when you work this business, you allow for yourself to feel in alignment while you're doing it. It is powerful stuff. And you get to do it however it feels good to you. Aislinn, I really invite you, and anybody else, like obviously like Aislinn is like, we've been interacting throughout this, but anyone else, like if you're having some like similar thoughts, I invite you to consider, after you perform on stage, writing your feelings out. For me, writing is really powerful, and it's been scientifically proven that like more shit gets done and you get more in tune with who you are when you actually put pen to paper. So giving yourself the space of like 3 minutes before you perform, after you perform, writing out anything. It can be, you could literally write out boom, 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 this happened, or I feel like this, or oh my gosh, I remembered this, X, Y, or Z. Like allow yourself to process through that. I feel like a lot is trying to come to the surface for you right now. And you guys, like, this is the way the universe works. Things are going to always try. If there's something that is meant to come out of you, it is going to try again and again and again. And you might be able to sweep it under the rug or subdue it, but it's just going to rear its ugly head like bigger and grander next time. So look at it now. Whatever it is, good, bad, scary, and then you get to process through things. Like, I'm feeling this because of this. Is that true? Yes, it is true. Or no, that's not true. Like, why am I carrying that fear that's not even true? Do you know how many times, literally, just need my journal, how many times like I will write out, I'm feeling this and this comes from this place and this, and my belief is about this, or is my belief is blank about this. And then I always ask the question, but is that true? And I actually think that God or the divine or spirit or whatever you guys say, I think that he prompts that question into me. Is that true? And I literally write it out and then I'll answer it. No, that's not true. I actually get to release this one. Thank you, easy button. Or sometimes it's like, yep, that's true. What do I do to unravel that? What do I do to release that? But that's why you have tribe, you guys. That's why you have people that can help you talk through things, work through things. That's why we have the ability to tap into who we are. We are so much more. We have a guru in us all the time who is the wisest part of us, that if we would only tap in and listen to her, things would be a lot easier. But we pretend like we're not smart enough. We pretend like our feelings aren't indicators of what we really want. That's a good quote, actually. Let your feelings be the indicator for what you really want. Thoughts? Comments? Aislinn, we can keep going.
Let me just write down that quote first.
I feel like I missed something good here.
Lindsay, I was just going to say you have to go back and watch the beginning of this. Like,
first of all, I'm just really happy to see you here, Miss Beer.
I know.
But yes, I will go back and watch. You don't have to explain for me.
It would take another 40 minutes. So just watch it in its raw version. And here's the thing, though. Rachel's like, yeah, she's got her life coaching hat on. Rachel's had this experience with me before. Here's the thing, Aislinn, like, you are probably feeling a lot of different questions and a lot of different, like, oh shit right now. And that's okay. This is actually another really good time to sit and like write out everything. Like whatever it is that comes up. And like seriously, it might not even make any cognitive sense. It might not come out in any like specific like logical timeline, but like write it out, because eventually things will become circle to you. I find it really helpful as I'm writing to ask myself questions. And if I can't answer it, that's okay. I'll come back to it and I'll journal on that specific question later on. Or I'll journal on a thought. During this conversation, I felt X, Y, and Z. Why? Why did I feel that way? What was triggering it for me? What did it remind me of? What's coming up from my past that really like was in sync with that moment? Do I feel worthy? There is a question. You could journal on that every single day and you'll get new answers. Do I feel worthy? Because here's the other spoiler alert, you guys. You are worthy. Always have been, always will be. Currently, presently, now. Yes, you are. So what's blocking you from allowing that to be your reality? What's blocking you, and what's talking you into believing that you're not? And how can you just go and freaking do it? You want to be a singer on stage? Go be a singer on stage. You want to be a 10-star diamond? Be a 10-star diamond. You want to be the world's best mom? Be the world's best mom. You want to be all of the above? Go be all of the above. You can be. You are worthy enough for that. Doesn't mean it's all going to happen tomorrow. But if you believe in that innate worthiness, that's the center of all of it, then it almost doesn't even matter if you achieve it. It's like the journey of creating it is the fun part anyway, because you believe, you've got that certainty. You guys have heard me talk about certainty before. If you're certain of something, there's no timeline. It doesn't matter when it shows up. You're certain it's going to, so you might as well have fun in the creation of it. Seriously, I need my virtual assistant to come in here and like give me all the nuggets of my quotes tonight. Like, oh man. And here's the thing, you guys, I believe that this is not just me. I believe that this is legit universe, divine spirit coming through, because you guys need this message tonight. I will be honest, I did not know what I was going to be talking about on this call. Trust yourself, you guys. Trust yourself. You are worthy. You are worthy about posting. You are worthy of posting your transformation. You are worthy of sharing that you've been struggling with X, Y, or Z. But this is how you're handling it. And also, I'm just going to say it because it needs to be said. There are hundreds of thousands of network marketers out there. There are hundreds of thousands of people who are doing the thing by the formula, by the subscription of the tools that were given to them. There are not a lot of teams that are freaking doing this and helping you to grow a business that's in congruence with your soul. And that's not me patting myself on the back. That's me just saying we care enough to be here and be having this conversation. On a team call where sometimes we could be talking about how to hit Success Club, we're freaking talking about moving your soul and answering the calling of your heart. You were all meant to be here for this conversation. You were all meant to be watching the recording of this if that's what you're watching. You are worthy. You are creative. And you've got the capacity to serve your tribe. I just wish I could like hold all your faces in my hands right now. comments or thoughts or questions on anything?
I feel like I just need to process what
Yeah.
just
I was just gonna say I'm not gonna like start any more sentences without it being like the answer to a question or anything like that. So if you've got something, I will respond, but I'm like, all right, God, thank you. Like I'm just pushing the pause button on you for a second because they need to process this. And I think that this is one that you want to go back and watch, you guys, quite honestly. And I don't say that very often.
I know for me personally, I'm kind of glad to hear both you and Aislinn, or see both of you going through this transformation, because as someone who's almost 20 years older than all of you, at times it was very difficult for me to keep up with the energy, the enthusiasm, and trying to keep up with all of that. I found myself getting very depressed, and so I don't think I've been on these team meetings now for at least 6 weeks. I finally had to say to myself, I need some quiet time. I can't keep barraging myself with what I don't know how to say this, what others feel I should be doing with the Beachbody, because it's not in alignment with what's in here. Now, I run challenge groups constantly. I have a ball with it, but the business end itself, just at this moment, it doesn't work with my family situation, just the timing. And so I had to become okay with that, and then be able to come back here and to hear you say now you're going through things and you're struggling. And so it kind of does me good to know that I'm not alone. You do have to find those reflective times. As I age this year, for some reason, turning 57, I don't know, my mind has gone, whoa. So my folks are older, I'm older, work is horrible, and things that never bothered me do, and just getting on, doing my challenge groups has been monumental for me. Getting through those, getting my workouts in, sometimes not being able to keep up. I've got a challenge, and now, thank God, she's kind of taken over. It's like, oh, thank God. Good. She can run it for a while, too, because you get tired. I can't be fragmented. And I was becoming that. So I apologize, but I backed off because I needed to breathe and just see my life as other things. Now, I've been attending concerts the last couple of weeks that have brought me right back to my early 20s, Air Supply, Michael McDonald. I have been having the time of my life, and I haven't allowed myself that in a solid year. So I thank you guys for, now you're going through all of this. It's so, we're all morphing into something, but yeah, so.
And that's the thing, like we're all constantly transforming. It's just, it's our responsibility to participate in our own transformation and do so in a way that feels like we are in alignment. And here's the thing, you guys, if you get out of alignment, you've got the opportunity to get back in.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing, Sharon. And I'm super proud of you, and I'm super glad that you've been going to those concerts and having a blast.
Oh.
So it's like, how can we then grow the businesses, make the impact, do the thing, and keep that good feeling, right? There can be a balance, you guys, but sometimes you just gotta go for it. You just gotta do what feels right. And that's true for the other side. Sometimes it means going freaking full board, like all in, like Success Club 100, right? Like talking to 1 million people, because that's what makes you feel alive in that moment. There's no right or wrong way to do this, you guys. I take that back. The only wrong way is to not do it as you.
Right.
That's the only way you can do this wrong. And when I mean this, I don't just mean Beachbody coaching. I mean life. Does anyone else feel like you should sing like a church song right now? All right, beauties. Go and take it in. Go. You know what? Honestly, I might encourage you to grab a journal and just write whatever you're feeling right now, whatever breakthrough you've had, whatever aha moment you've had, and just let yourself go with it for a little bit. Or maybe give yourself a question to allow for yourself to answer tomorrow when you're feeling a little bit more refreshed and when you've had the night to process. I will also say this as my closing statement. Go to bed tonight and ask for a sign, or ask for whatever download you need to have while you are sleeping to come forth for you in the morning. I've got a friend, one of my clients in my life coaching world. She has a mantra that every night she says, my subconscious is my success partner, and I expect to wake up with a new and fabulous idea. And she does every day. And she is 60 and building an amazing business. So it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter the age, right, Sharon? It doesn't matter the things in life. Like, we're all having a human experience right now, and we go through different things at different times. And it's cool because we're all on this call for a reason. Linz, did you hear a kid? Okay, my loves.
The dog. I heard the dog.
You heard the dog. Gotcha. Good. I'm glad it was the dog and not the kid.
My worst kid.
Oh, all right. I love you guys. You know where to find me. Shoot me a message. Tag me. I'm here for you in like every aspect of it. Okay? I'm not just your star diamond coach. I'm like a human who like has your soul's interest right here. Okay. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.